Hi, so I have something to share. I think we all keep talking about, just looking great all the time. But girls who are actually looking very well put together all the time, they're not waking up at 5 a.m., they're not doing a 25 skin step routine. In fact, I think they do very minimal, but they have just figured out some things that actually work out for them. And I think over the time, I have also figured out things that work out for me. And these are the things that I wanted to share today because they are basically like low maintenance things that I do to look high maintenance. And they're very basic, very realistic, something that even you can follow. And I'm very excited to share with you guys what are the 3 low maintenance things that I do to look high maintenance. So without any further ado, let's get into it. I think the first thing that I want to talk about is not something which is like the most glamorous thing that people do out there, but I think this is something that if you start doing, you will of course obviously look very well put together and you'll feel like more confident as well, because I started doing it and I can see and feel the change in myself. You'll start feeling more comfortable in your own skin, and I'm talking about smelling great all the time. It is such an underrated polish skill which I think if you have, you will automatically feel more confident, and I think that has become a non-negotiable for me as well. So that is the first thing I do, which is to always smell great. And how do I do that? Well, I use roll-ons, which is basically underarm roll-ons, which has become like part of my everyday routine. Now they are very practical and very easy to use. Currently I am using the engaged roll-ons. Now these two have become my go-to lately. I have 2 variants from the same brand. I'm going to tell you about these. This is the first step I do to look like high maintenance, but it's a very low maintenance step. Okay, the first variant that I have is this Hydra Soft Roll-On with White Lily Extract, and I love how it leaves my underarms feeling like soft and smooth. It has really very pretty, like fruity, floral fragrance that's very, very feminine, and I love that it's not overpowering. So I just use it how you use any regular deodorant or roll-on, and oh my god, I love the fragrance. By the way, I had like really dark underarms, so this has actually helped with that also, and of course it like dries up pretty quickly, so I love that. And yeah, that's all that it takes. Okay, I also love this variant, which is their Radiant Glow variant. I love it especially because it gives like instant brightening effect. I'm gonna use it on the other side of my underarm, and this is also again super easy to use. Just gives that additional glow up that I need on some days. And I think it's the little details because they just make you feel like bit more confident, especially when I'm wearing sleeveless outfits like these, because I think I want my underarms to be like clean. And I know it sounds very little thing to do, but in the long run, trust me, it makes you feel like really confident. So yeah, that's all I use. So I absolutely love how clean, fresh and brighten up my underarms look with the help of both the roll-ons that I use. I switched between these two, and one thing I really love about both of these is that both of them come with like fresh in-cap technology, which basically means they have like tiny capsules that make sure that you're feeling fresh throughout the day, even when you have some movement going on. So even if I'm dancing like this, I'm shooting the content, even if I'm outdoors, I'll still feel very fresh. Not like I'm there in the lunchtime and the freshness has just disappeared. It will be there because of the fresh in-cap technology. By the way, both of them provide like 72 hours sweat odor protection, which is something I really have to think about whenever I'm going outdoors, because trust me, this Bombay heat needs something like this. One thing more that I love about this is that can we please start appreciating products that do not create like new problems, because there are roll-ons in the market which I've used that leave stains, but this one does not leave any stain, any mark on any of my clothes. Like there is no residue, there is no drying up patch, there is nothing. You can see my clothes are as fresh as my underarms, and that is because it leaves like no residue. So I love that I can wear like blacks, whites, sleeveless, anything without worrying about making them apply. I also like that do not make my skin feel sticky at all. They're also dermat approved and perfect for Indian weather, which is clinically tested as well, and I think there are very few roll-ons in the market which can claim that. So all my bet on these roll-ons to look like really high maintenance. They also have 0% alcohol, and I think that's all I need from any of the roll-ons. So this definitely becomes my first thing to be high maintenance, but they're quite affordable, so it is a low maintenance thing that you can do. Okay, next thing that I do is to accessorize my looks. I think people really underestimate how much just adding one earring can change the whole look. You do not need to like dress extra, dress over. You can have the most basic outfit and you can just add some nice jewelry, some nice handbag, and trust me, your look can go from zero to hero. It's just as simple as that, and I think people really underestimate it. So the next thing that I do to look high maintenance is to invest in like good jewelry pieces. It's a very low maintenance thing to do, but again you end up looking like really chic and very classy. And the last thing, which is the third thing that I do to look high maintenance while still being low maintenance, is to have like a signature detail. And for me, that is having clean nails always. I know we are in the world of extensions, press-ons, but I think nothing like clean, trim nails speaks luxury, and they are very much back in fashion also. And I love a good lip product. I'm never without a lip product. It can be a lip balm, it can be a lip gloss, it can be a lipstick, just something on my lips to add a little bit of color, and it just carries like a whole personality, makes me feel like more confident as well. So I think these little things in the longer run make you feel very well put together, very presentable, and very high maintenance. When you're literally just doing the basics, you're just making sure that you're always smelling fresh, using the right roll-ons, adding some nice jewelry, and having your nails and lips fixed. I think that's gonna be it. So I think like looking put together isn't really about doing a lot. It's literally about like using small things, doing small things to make you feel more confident, to making you look more put together. And it's just some everyday efforts that you need to put into your life. So what are some low maintenance things that I do to look high maintenance? And I would like to know what low maintenance things that you do. Comment on below and tell me your favorite things that you do to just look presentable and well put together. And if you want link to the roll-ons, which are definitely a must to look high maintenance, I'm gonna mention them in the description box, so don't forget to check them out. And yeah, I'm gonna see you guys super soon again with another video. Until then, bye guys.